So then comes the case of, okay, maybe this should be owned by sales. So let's talk about that one. And I think, and I'm a little bit biased on it, so I'll call it out. But I think especially if we talk about the BDRs, outbound BDRs, you Scott, and this is usually a place that they would more often thrive at when they're part of the sales world. When they're reporting to sales, there's just more about orientation towards the sales types of results that they're looking for. And so nobody wants fluffy meetings. Nobody wants to touch the KPIs. The indicators are good, are important, but you really only get judged by the end results. And so the BDRs become more, or the outbound, folks are more gravitated towards this when they're part of sales.
Yeah. And I think that when you have a sales leader, that person is going to be closer to the end goal. Like what they care about is closed or won deals, and they know how to coach for that conversion. And when you have BDRs that are rolling up into sales, in my experience, they more quickly become salespeople than marketing people. And I think that we can talk about career development as well, but I think you have a lot of BDRs and SDRs that want to become AEs. So just having them in proximity to the AEs can be a huge growth driver. They can hear from the AE, they can get coaching from the AE, they can just sit and be tied to the hip there for every single interaction that they have.
And plus, kind of like I mentioned earlier on the marketing side, here on this side, the pipeline accountability is going to become a lot clearer, right? Because you don't get the classic kind of, oh, I'm the SDR, I did my job, I got you the meeting, I got the MQL, I got the stuff, and now it's about sales, and sales saying, well, this was a crappy meeting, and finger pointing, because it's the same team. So it's like, you got what you brought in, we take it in together, and so you get a much better accountability and execution on the pipeline.
Now I like that, and you're 100% right. The risk is though, and we've all seen this happen, is that sales reps, AEs start treating the BDRs and SDRs like they're almost like a junior admin. And then they start beating up on them and pushing them too hard to get demos. They yell at them for not focusing on qualification. And I've seen that, hey, if the SDR is really good, they really do just get treated like a junior admin for the seller. But almost even worse is if they are a bad SDR or a bad BDR, they get completely ignored. And now you have this kind of dead limb hanging out inside of your sales organization that can't get the attention from their AE because they're not doing a good job.